crazy. That is crazy.
All right, so wait, can you turn the mic up on the interface?
I feel like it's not in the middle. The mic up.
Yeah, just a tad bit. Matter of fact, yeah, a lot more. And it's I know. I got shit. Make sure. Yo. Perfect.
Still off.
It's the fucking
I think
adjusted a little bit, bro. The phone itself adjusted a little bit.
Oh, that's what it is. It's like, what the fuck is it? Alright.
See? Yeah. Add.
Alright, oh shit. Alright, come on, y'all.
That's hard as fuck.
What you got everybody waiting right now?
Oh, your shit about the PC. The where the battery for the computer, bro? I mean, charger for the computer. You need to plug that motherfucker in now, nigga. Or our stream is gonna go off. Alright, yeah. We here today. You know what I'm saying? We here today. And let me see. I'm gonna turn the mic up a little bit. I'm gonna try my best to turn the mic up some more. But we here today, you know, and we about to go over this video. Oh damn, it will not let me. I don't know why. But we about to go over this video real quick. Basically, you know, just wanna like see what it was like back in the day, Baltimore. You feel me? Like this is the area that we in. I think this is gonna be on Curly Street right here.
This right here? Oh this is on the rain block, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, right there, them steps. Oh yeah. Okay.
So I mean, fuck it, I'm gonna get into it. So look, y'all, how we gonna do it right now? For right now, we're literally going to mute the mic and then play it back, and y'all be able to hear the playback, and then we're gonna unmute when we want to speak on it. So, you know what I mean? Let's get into it.
It was touch and go for a while, but Baltimore City Police and the department's quick response team were successful in talking an unidentified teenager out of 1821 Bentlow. The youth holed up in the house for hours, but finally gave himself up and was whisked into a waiting squad car and taken to the police station. A young man named Charles Robinson, believed to be the brother of the 14-year-old, talked with police.
What's your mother name? Downtown, in the house.
And here next door here?
No, in my house.
In your house? Yeah. You get hold of your mother and tell them we have your brother.
Alright, what you say?
I thought that was Curly.
I did too.
But it looked like it.
It did look exactly like Curly Street, bro. I don't know what. Yeah, like, I mean, but the Baltimore neighborhoods is kind of somewhat the same, like masonry and stuff like that.
So what year? Yeah, exactly. So what year is it again?
1970.
1970. All right, and now we looking at how it was in the 1970s, as far as how law enforcement.
Everything just looked different, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that young man right there got that same look that we see now on these lost youth. You know what I'm saying? He thought he was a thug, bro. He's not a thug, bro. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just crazy, bro. And he was just this older guy that's talking to him now. He was just like him when he grew up.
Right, exactly.
You feel me?
Let's get back to it. Let's see. Let's check it out.
I got you.
The Western District, and if she could come over there. If she can't get there, tell her to come back around here and we'll see that she get transportation over there. He's all right.
Baltimore City Police Major Edward Woods then spoke with me about the youth.
He was a 14-year-old, upset, in fear youngster.
Did he break into the house?
Yes, he did.
Why did he break in?
I don't know. I don't know the reason. We haven't talked to the kid. We got him out of the area safely.
And you had to bring in the SWAT team. You had to bring in the SWAT team.
Well, this is the precautionary measures that we had, knowing that possibly he was armed. We had information that he did have a revolver.
Did he have a gun?
That we don't know. We're conducting a search for someone.
Luckily, the situation ended without even one.
They do the same thing with us right now. You see how he lied? You can see that he lied. They said the kid broke in the house. Mm-hmm. Did he have a gun? No, we still searching for something. We not sure. You not sure about nothing. It's the same thing that's going on right now. They just doing illegal things, or not even illegal things, putting extra pressure on us just because he's a black man, black young man, 14 years old. There's no way this young man broke inside this house, and you think that he got all these guns that you had to call the SWAT team out.
Yeah. Hey, I agree, because you know what? I think it's a thing of fear. Like, most people don't realize when you become a police officer, you actually like putting your life on the line to save other people. Is that not what it? I mean, that's, you feel me?
Yeah. So they do be working out of fear.
Definitely working out
because they get in the car. They really get in the car saying this is what it is. So that's how they moving.
Right.
But whoever made the call, they know damn well that wasn't what it was. But yeah, this shows how the same thing that was going on in the 70s is the same thing that's going on now. So
yeah, bro, that shit is crazy, bro. Just looking at the neighborhoods, right? I mean, like the blocks and all that. You know what I'm saying, bro? This is Baltimore before it became this version of Baltimore, like real crazy. Messed up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's clean around there. Where they at, it's actually clean. Mm-hmm. It's just not the same now. But this is the same, and like how we looking at this, it's the same way for Detroit, New York, Philly, Michigan, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was different back then, bro.
Shot being fired. Judy Womack, Channel 13 Eyewitness News. Shot being...
That we don't know. We're conducting a search for someone.
Luckily, the situation ended without even one shot being fired. Judy Womack, Channel 13 Eyewitness News with Instant Eye.
Cold and gray Baltimore morn. The temperature hovers near freezing. And on this third day before Christmas, a line of hungry East Baltimore residents rings St. John's St. James Church. These people, despite a few smiles for the camera, are waiting for free food. 2,000 people stood in line yesterday for non-perishable canned goods. Today, 15,000 pounds of fruit and broccoli, 4 tons of flour, 11,000 pounds of chickens are being rationed to East Baltimore residents on the basis of need.
Imagine being able to build...
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, that type shit make me want to cry, nigga. That's so fucked up, nigga. That's so fucked up, bro. Like, yo, this the shit I was talking about the other day on my shit. I'm like, bro, we didn't make any of this shit happen. The shit that's happening in our communities, we didn't fucking do that.
Yeah.
You feel me? They handing out all that fucking food. You see all of those fucking people in line?
2,000, they said.
Come on, bro.
The chicken wasn't even packaged. Did you see that shit? That shit wasn't even wrapped up or nothing. It was just a chicken.
Yes, bro.
And it's like now it's the homeless people like that. Some of them was homeless. I'm pretty sure a lot of them was homeless. It wasn't 2,000 just no residents probably. Or maybe it was because times was like harder then, I guess. I don't know, but
no, I believe what you're saying. I think a good majority of those people was homeless, bro.
Yeah, and I wonder how often they was doing this type of stuff. Probably not often. That's why it's 2,000 people out there trying to get whatever they can get. But more other things need to be implemented like this on a consistent basis. It's crazy.
And look, it's really crazy because if I go back, I ain't speaking on acism, right? I say acism. You know what I'm saying? I ain't speaking on that. But I'm just saying, back in the day, this is 1970. So think about 1950, 1930. Look, you see the trash in the gutter?
Yeah. That's how I was just out there when we were just out there.
But that's what I'm saying, though. It's crazy because in the 1930s and 40s, it wasn't like that. They made sure it was clean when it was, you know what I'm saying, when it was all theirs. And once I was there, don't give a fuck. And then look what we gotta do. We gotta go grab chickens and shit. You know what I'm saying? Grab this free food. Why we gotta get free food though? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. This shit just be killing me, bro. You ready to go?
Yeah, you go back in.
Gotcha.
Broccoli, 4 tons of flour, 11,000 pounds of chickens are being rationed to East Baltimore residents on the basis of need. 6,000 men, women, and children are being helped this year through the food program.
Could have given out 3,000 tickets if we had them. So we only gave out 2,100. We had 2,200 prepared. But you can't tell, you know, each year it's a little different.
Louise Scott and her family of 4 children are heading home with a cart full of Christmas food. This mother of 4 hasn't worked since 1958 because of an illness. She and her family lives on welfare. So despite the cold today, despite a long walk home, free food is a big help. It means a high gas and electric bill will get paid, for food alone won't keep you warm in winter. 13-year-old Robert Scott did not want to be photographed, so he took the long way home. But his mother told me of pinching pennies and saving almost every dime all year long to make sure they had something in the house over the Christmas holidays.
But we managed. My son helped me out.
See, that's the things that's being done right now today. It's organizations giving out food.
Hold on. Can you pick the mic up, bro? And just talk.
It's organizations picking. It's organizations giving out food, and they can do more, but they only give out the food. They just do a little bit just so they can continue getting their funds for whatever that program is. You heard you said the food program, right?
Yep.
But they can do more than just give out food. What they just said, the food is there, but they really need more help. She wasn't able to work since 1958.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
They're not giving no opportunities here. They just giving out lower portions of things so they can keep these programs going. It's the same thing going on today. They just doing the bare minimum and not really trying to tend to the real work that's needed inside these communities. You feel me?
What's your on that, bro?
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad to see that some of our ancestors was going through the same thing that we've been going through, but it's also a good thing to see, to understand that we're not going through this by ourselves. Right. You feel me? We ain't the only ones that went through it. But that's every step they took made it possible for us to have a better step. May not be the best, and you feel me? Absolutely. So yeah, but we gotta see what's in play. Everybody then got smarter and smarter and smarter through all these times. We the next people, and we see with an open eye what's going on right now.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Fuck, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just want to say that for one moment, if you can just be wholesome to somebody next to you, or you feel me? Not even one moment, bro. Like, just seeing this should be enough evidence that we should love each other more. You feel me? As people. Because, like, my nigga, look at that chicken, bro. What is that, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you want to, I'm going to be real with you. You know what's funny about that? Bro, that's the whole chicken. Yeah, that's the whole chicken. That little ass shit. That's the whole chicken, though. Like, we don't even get those type chickens no more. Unless it's a rotisserie chicken. You get what I'm saying? So that's down bad, bro. Like, what? Bro. Damn, bro. That shit is crazy, bro. Man, I don't know what the fuck to say.
My little boy, he takes him on weekends to go and help people with groceries and bring the change home and put that aside.
So it's a family effort to keep things together, and you have kept your family together for the most part.
Yes, sir.
Well, judging by the presents under the tree, and there are quite a few down there, Santa Claus is going to come by here, isn't he?
Yes. He'll be back tomorrow night.
All right. Miss Scott, Merry Christmas to you.
Same
And
to
a
you.
happy 1978. With Instant Eye, I'm Al Sanders, Channel 13. Bail has been set at $500,000 each for 3 people accused of the murder of a Northwest Baltimore grocer this week. 18-year-old Orania Pretty, 32-year-old Ronald Brown, and 20-year-old Michael Coffey. With Instant Eye, I'm Al Sanders, Channel 13. Bail has been set at $500,000 each for 3 people accused of the murder of a Northwest Baltimore grocer this week. 18-year-old Orania Pretty, 32-year-old Ronald Brown, and 20-year-old Michael Coffey are facing murder charges in the fatal shooting of Reisterstown Road grocer Lewis Thomas. The 2 men are also charged in the February 27th murder of another Baltimore man. Baltimore State's Attorney William Swisher has ruled the killing of a prisoner by a jail guard last month was justified. Swisher told us an investigation shows that Officer Robert Davis was doing his duty when he shot and killed Robert Thomas, who allegedly tried to escape while being moved from the city jail to the state penitentiary. Thomas was awaiting trial on 2 murder charges.
So you're telling me that you killed somebody because they tried to flee? Like, because they tried to leave from prison? You get what I'm saying? That's crazy. Like, when the hell is that? Like, when did that become okay? I don't understand. What the fuck? That's wild, bro. That's wild as hell.
Yeah, I don't know how that got justified. How the heck did they justify that? They said, yeah, he tried to flee and they let him, he shot him and killed him.
Hey, yo,
Is you crazy?
Yeah, that's wild, bro.
And just told me, and I almost went for it just now until the brother Reyes just said something. Yeah, hell no, that's crazy.
That ain't right, bro.
How did they do that?
Hell if I know. That's some new shit right there. I never even knew.
They didn't say he took his gun or nothing. They didn't say he took his gun out of his holster. They didn't say he hit him. Oh yeah, they just out of line, and that's the same thing was happening now. That's what we saying right now. This is the point of the video is for to let you understand that the same thing that been happening then is happening now. You gotta stay out there crossfire. You gotta start to change what we doing out here. You gotta not put ourselves in the same predicaments or a predicament that can end up in these situations like that. The best way we can. Yeah. You feel me? The best way we can. But understand, you're not going through nothing new for the person that's out here, for the young one or the ones that's a little older, they ain't been through as much. You're not going through shit that's new. Everybody been through it. Roll up your sleeves, tighten your shoestrings up, and do what you need to do so you can live. And not be the people that we seeing on these videos. Do what you can do to help your brother so he won't be on these videos. You understand? So, yeah, bro. Oh, yep. Yeah, you feel me? So, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, play the rest of it.
Apparently, a federal grand jury's investigation into the operation and ownership of Laurel Raceway has spread to the catering firm servicing the track. The Harry M. Stevens Catering Company had to surrender its records and contracts involving Laurel. The vice president of the company says they have nothing to hide, but there is concern because of the firm's investment at Laurel.
Police are searching for a sniper in the city. Police telling Eyewitness News that a young man stood behind a pole in the 1100 block of North Carrollton Street, fired 1 round from a shotgun at a group of people sitting on a stoop on the other side of the street. No one was seriously hurt by the buckshot, and at this moment the sniper remains on the loose. And 2 men who killed an innocent bystander during a pharmacy holdup over the weekend, also the targets of a police search this afternoon. The 2 men were apparently holding up Cherry's Pharmacy on Harford Road when 52-year-old Raymond Lang walked in. Both robbers, guns and stolen money in hand, fired at Lang as he stood in the pharmacy doorway. He died of gunshot wounds. The gunman got away. Firefighters...
What would you do with free rent for a year? What would you create?
That's the second one I seen that the grocer got killed. Like, it's,
No, That wasn't a grocer.
The first one was a grocer.
Oh, okay.
We ain't never react to it the whole time, but that one was somebody at the store too.
That was somebody who walked in the store.
That walked in the store, and they got killed by somebody else that came in the store. That was robbing the store. Yeah, being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah, that can happen in Baltimore. It's the same thing. It's some things you just can't get away from for real. Sometimes karma be coming up on you, or sometimes it be other people karma creeping up on you. Yeah, it'd be crazy, man. But it happened then. It's still happening now. Yeah.
I feel like why allow people to have to go through some shit like this? Like, if you can see that this is what we was going through in the beginning of us actually even coming to Baltimore, you know what I'm saying? Why are we still going through this? Because they want us to go through this, bro. They don't care, bro. I'm just being honest. Whoever running the show, whoever is, you know what I'm saying, in control, does not care about these communities, bro. Our communities. You feel me?
Yeah. I don't know. You want to go back to the clip right now?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Oh yeah, they don't care nothing about our communities, and it's like we can sit around and talk about it. You feel me? That's why we together. We making a difference. We out here doing something about it. You feel me? But no, they don't care nothing about it. East Baltimore Historic District. That's where we working at, and that's what we need to continue doing. We just want to be the model of what it takes to do it. If everybody become the model of greatness, then everybody just be it. You feel me? Let's not try to get everybody into your agenda, whatever you trying to do. Let's just be the model of what it looks like to be this, and just live by that. You feel me?
Yep.
So
that's facts, bro.
Got away. Firefighters in...
The fiscal year for retailers ends January 31st, and as they tally up their figures, especially the figures for trade during the Christmas season, area merchants see some definite trends. Overall, sales were high for suburban retailers, higher than expected. Downtown Baltimore merchants, though, did not share the bounty.
This is not an encouraging sign, but we have to be optimistic that somehow, some way, over the long term, downtown retail sales will be revitalized again.
It's nothing new, of course, to see downtown stores selling a lot less than their suburban counterparts, but it is a bit discouraging because city officials and retailers themselves have been working to reverse that trend for years. To effect a real change, though, says Ned McNeil, will take a lot more changes than are currently planned. In fact, the near future will be tough for city merchants because of this subway construction that disrupts this entire area. McNeil points to that and the lack of substantial buying public that lives downtown as evidence of the problems left for city retailers. As for those outside the city, it was a year of
homicide and possession of a deadly weapon. Police believe the murder was the result of a domestic argument. Yesterday's violence did not end with that case either. Another murder took place in the lobby of a George Street building. A man in his 30s, still not identified, was gunned down in the lobby of the George B. Murphy Homes apartments. About 25 people were in the lobby at the time. They gave police descriptions of two suspects, but could not identify them. One of them was apparently wounded in the struggle. Also on our crime beat tonight, in Baltimore County, police now have a suspect in custody in connection with last night's murder of Jacob E. Thomas, whose body was found in a field on Winters Lane in Catonsville. Police have charged 24-year-old William Plummer of Courthouse Drive in Howard County with Thomas's murder. According to police, the two men had been arguing over a watch that Thomas had in his possession. City police tonight are still looking for three men who broke. They didn't make any trouble.
We saw when he was running up the street and got into the van, they told us if they wouldn't do anything to us, we caught him where we wanted to go.
They put a gun on you?
No, they put the gun on him. They had the gun in his neck. And I did see a gun.
Did they verbally threaten you at all anytime?
No.
Were you afraid? What happened?
Yeah, I was afraid. Wouldn't you be?
One came to the driver's side of the van, and the other one came on the rider's side of the van.
Which one had the gun? On your side?
The one on the driver's side, he had the gun upside my neck.
What did he say to you?
He just said, just be cool. He said, ain't nothing gonna happen. You just want some transportation somewhere.
Despite those shaky moments when the guards were held hostages, nobody was hurt. At least 2 of the escapees have broken out before, and both are armed and considered dangerous. The fugitive inmates have been identified now as Clyde Thurmond, 20 years old, 6'2", 175 pounds, last known residence at 3440 Spellman Road. Willie McCoy is 5 feet 11 inches, 155 pounds. He has a mustache and short hair.
People, but the American people here, just for everybody to get together with good brotherhood among everybody.
It brings a lot of Jewish people in Baltimore.
Oh, yeah, like, bro, it's a lot. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot going on, bro. Like, whether it's the same things, it's going to continue being the same things unless we change, for real. Like, y'all see for yourself what's happening. And yeah, I know y'all have cousins. Some of these people that they named probably was your family. You feel me? That's what makes it so crazy. You feel me? So, it's like, we really going to have to change us. And that's why I come to bring on here. I would never be the one to just talk about the problems. I have to talk about solutions. We have to talk about how to figure out solutions, y'all. So we about to go into this next clip.
I'm gonna give you a breakdown.
Yeah.
Give you a breakdown this time, because I wanted to see how you was gonna react to it. So think about this, right? Yeah. That last clip that I just played was 1978, right? This clip is 10 years before that, right? So this clip is 1968. Now this clip is Bill Cosby, right, doing a documentary, going to the schools, teaching the kids, you know what I mean, telling the kids about history. You feel me? But this is a documentary that a lot of people don't know about. Because what do you remember Bill Cosby for?
I remember for chocolate pudding and Jello and shit.
In the TV show, The Cosbys.
Yeah, The Cosby Show.
Yeah, The Cosby Show, right?
I'm known for The Cosby.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So it's like that's all we know. But The Cosby Show came out in the 90s or something, maybe.
I learned more about him since then.
Right, but you ain't never seen this, have you?
Never even knew about it.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess I ain't know that much.
Feel me? So I'm gonna let you give your prospects on this. How
much you gonna play of it?
It's 52 minutes. I'm gonna play the whole thing.
You gonna play the whole
thing? I'm just messing.
I don't mind. I just need to know, so the viewers can know.
Look, it's about what you feel though. When like when you see it, you could like think of, you know what I mean? If like just skip a little bit forward. You know what I'm saying? Because there's different topics throughout it, but I just really want you to see some of the topics that he talk about, because you see what they did to my man, right? But they ain't never full blast this. Full blast. If you gonna full blast the bad part of a person, full blast the good part.
That's a good part, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Come on, man. But
you gotta go into it.
Yes, sir.
Of black history, lost, stolen, or strayed.
We'll go to lunch now, and this afternoon we'll continue with our meeting.
No, I could never fit in that. Never get in that at all. This is more like it. Now, what's the whitest thing you know? Whiter than the driven snow, whiter than the whites of your eyes? Sugar. Non-integrated, non-black, sweet sugar. But you see, there is a black man in your sugar. His name is Norbert Rillier. Norbert Rillier in 1846 invented a vacuum pan that revolutionized the sugar refining industry. Now, you have to dig to find that fact. I mean, it's not much history, but it's still history. Now, what do you stand in? In your shoes. Now, there's just you and your shoes, isn't there? Nope. See, there's a black man standing in your Oxfords with you. Sharing your soul and your heel is a man, his name is Jan Ernst Metzelger. And in 1863, this is a drawing by the kids, Metzelger invented the machine that made mass-produced shoes possible. Now, you have to dig around for that fact, too. And again, it's not much history, but it's history.
Yeah.
So, what you just heard, did you know? Because, like, you know, everybody says, yeah, black people started everything, right? But did you know any of those people he just named?
No, I never heard of them. I never knew it was somebody that made the machine to start shoe manufacturing and
mass production,
like mass manufacturing. And then what was the other one you said?
The sugar.
The sugar, right? That created the
machine
to make the sugar, to break it down. Yeah, man, everybody know that. Yeah, that's crazy.
Why now? My question to you is, why didn't they teach that to us in school?
Yeah, because then you would know that you can create all these machines that they got, all these things that they saying you have to go to school to go do for them. You can actually create everything they talking about, or create whatever you thinking in your head, because they didn't even have it in their thoughts.
Exactly.
The black man thought about it and told them this is how you do it, and they did it.
Yep.
And then they said, oh, all right, then we're going to keep rerunning this. So that's why they ain't never let us, our kids know. They ain't never let us kids know, because then they know that they can do it.
Yes, and they taught us, bro, they literally taught us about slavery and ageism in school. They didn't tell us about this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we didn't need to really know about that stuff. We should have knew about this history.
Yep, and you see how in the beginning they was singing affirmations. They ain't ever singing no affirmations. They had us a pledge allegiance to that flag by the time it got to us. That's crazy. That's crazy. We need more affirmations.
Yes, bro.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
By the time they got to us, they was saying pledge allegiance to America. 40 years before that, they was telling the kids to sing affirmations. Here in Baltimore, well, that's not here in Baltimore, but that
right.
was.
That ain't in Baltimore,
but period,
it's
it was
still the same, though,
yeah.
bro. That's why I showed the Baltimore video first.
Right.
Because whatever was happening in Baltimore was happening all around.
Yeah, that's how it go. That's how it go. Oh yeah, that's for sure. I like that. That's wild.
All right, you ready to get to the rest of it?
Yeah.
Am I coming in clear to California? I mean, is this TV signal driving through a pass in the Sierra Nevada mountains and slipping into San Francisco? Okay, well, I want to thank you, Jim Beckworth. Jim Beckworth, out of St. Louis, hunter, trapper, and honorary chief of the Crow tribe of Indians. We had trouble finding you, Jim. Though you helped open the West, you didn't make the books. Chicago, right here, where the rig.
I'm gonna rewind it back a little bit so that y'all can hear what my man is saying, because what he's about to do is tell you some more black people that are not talked about, that wasn't talked about during our school years.
History. 'Cause, 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 'c Am I coming in clear to California? I mean, is this TV signal driving through a pass in the Sierra Nevada mountains and slipping into San Francisco? Okay, well, I want to thank you, Jim Beckworth. Jim Beckworth, out of St. Louis, hunter, trapper, and honorary chief of the Crow tribe of Indians. We had trouble finding you, Jim. Though you helped open the West, you didn't make the books. Chicago, right here, where the Wrigley building is. Young fellow by the name of Jean-Baptiste de Sable. Jean-Baptiste, he founded Chicago, when he traded with the Indians. And of course, there it is right there at that particular time. It was called Chicago, or Stinking Onion, by the Indians. And de Sable, he didn't even change the name at all. Now you take the Lewis and Clark expedition here, right in there. You'll find a black man named York helping to open the West. Those men are trying to wash the black out of York. That's what you might call historically significant, because a lot of people think we ought to wash white, but we ain't gonna, you see. Texas. Coming to you, Texas, right down the Chisholm Trail, right here. Right down there with 5,000 black cowboys who never made it to the Hollywood Western. Did you know that, huh? In this same group, there was one black outlaw. His name was Deadwood Dick, who claimed his soul brothers were Bat Masterson, Billy the Kid, and Jesse James. Deadwood Dick used to ride into the saloon, order 2 drinks, one for himself and one for his horse. And here's his horse, drinking a shot of red-eye with a straw. And how about the 186,000 blacks who fought on the Union side during the Civil War? 38,000 died. How about Teddy Roosevelt's charge up San Juan Hill? It wasn't just the Rough Riders who made it. 4 black regiments went right up with Teddy. They didn't get lost going up the hill. They got lost in the history books. How about the North Pole? Snow White? Well, the first man there was black, Matthew Henson. He spoke Eskimo. And he was Admiral Perry's navigator. And although he made it first to the pole, it never quite made it to the history books. And how about your heart? Can we get there? All right. Daniel Hale Williams first performed open heart surgery successfully. And this list could go on forever. Blacks who made it, blacks who made history, but who didn't get into the history text at all. And the strange thing is how little there is about us in the textbooks. Napoleon once said history is a fable agreed upon, and the fable agreed upon up to now is that American history is white on white. But sometimes we did get into the history books.
Hold on, bro. Talk to me, bro. Like.
I started relaxing. I
Yeah.
started kicking back.
Cause it's knowledgeable, right?
Yeah.
So now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
How many of those people did you know that he just named?
Bro, I knew none of them. I'm still trying to process everything he's saying that they did for real. I'm just getting it all in my head. He know what he's doing. He just
San Francisco, Chicago, Illinois, Texas.
Yeah, shit, the North Pole. What's that North Pole?
North Pole, bro.
What? The black guy that helped him sail in there, man. And he spoke Eskimo. He got the picture of the guy, and somehow he didn't make the textbooks. Yo, it's so much stuff they leaving out. Yep. And this what people do when they at war with you. You feel me? So you gotta understand who was at war with you. They all playing the game against you. So you need to soak up and play against them. And I found out their little trick is the law. If you're looking at a person that got caught up in the law, that's how they got them. That's their trick bag. If you do stuff that's against the law, this how they get you inside their web. So don't fall for it. Let's figure out how to make business and organizations and feed out people how they need to be fed. But it's people that paved the way right now for us like him. Like he needed to put this out so it can install it in me so I can put it out and put it in, and that'll go into the next one to come. It's about putting this stuff out, doing what you need to do regardless of your death. Regardless of your demise, is going to be needed for the future generations to come so they can continue to fight this war. He's trying to help y'all understand that we always been at war, and we always been fighting, and we always been striving, and they trying to keep it on the low. But if you know and you have the knowledge of the power that lies inside you, That's why they won't tell you, because then you will understand the power lies inside you. You just need to go do it with good intent and figure out what to do and what it takes to make it happen, man. So this is mind blowing for me.
Yeah. See, everything that you just heard him say, you'd be surprised to know that literally explains that everything we use, everything we eat, literally came from an Indian or a so-called black, African American, whatever you want to call us, right?
Yep.
It literally came from them. But sometimes, back in the day, it was stolen. The patents was just, like they would take your machine and then patent it and probably kill you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or give you a little bit of money and tell you shut the fuck up if you say something that's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because, like you said, you gotta think about this. This is 1968. This is when our parents was born. So all those people that he's talking about is our relatives. These is our real ancestors, bro. Now look at, no funny shit, right? Look at one of your family photos, right? An old family photo. You telling me it ain't look like any of those people that he was showing?
Right, it look like them.
It looked like them. That's our family. So everything that they made that we don't know about, that's been patented, has been stolen. They don't have rights. So like the District of America and all that is not ours, right? We're not supposed to abide under it. But because we don't know what we own and who we are, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. So. Exactly. That's why knowledge is power. Because if you really understand this knowledge and you really move forward on pressing down and demanding things of this knowledge, it will happen.
Yes.
Maybe not just with you only. You get enough people that's on it, but we getting the hip as a mass. So keep your mind open for different things, because if you keep your mind shut, you won't believe nothing that's being told to you right now.
Woo! Yes, sir. You ready to go on to the next part?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it, bro. Let's do it. This is crazy.
All wrong. Now you take this one. The Growth of the American Republic, 1942 edition. Samuel Eliot Morrison, Henry Steele Commager. Quote, as for. This has to do with slavery. As for Sambo, Professor Morrison. Sambo, Professor Commager. As for Sambo, whose wrongs moved the abolitionists to wrath and tears, there is some reason to believe that he suffered less than any other class in the South from its peculiar institution. Peculiar institution means slavery. Although brought to America by force, the incurably optimistic Negro soon became attached to the country and devoted to his white folks. Unquote. Those lines were written by two Pulitzer Prize-winning white Northern professors.
So basically, for people who don't understand, right? He basically was saying that, and this is what I got from it. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe I'm right. Basically, what he was trying to say is that the lie has been portrayed by people writing books and covering up history. You feel me? So that's what they was just doing with that book. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, yeah. I guess the next part that's about to come on, okay, it's about to come right in.
Slavery. That's the place everybody likes to start Negro history. You have ignorant black men being brought over from Africa in chains. Terrible thing, slavery. But this way slavery is taught, it sort of takes the sting out of it. Because the way it's usually taught, people think that we Afro-Americans started with nothing but little grass skirts like the kids in the Tarzan movies. And though America gave us slavery, America kindly gave us religion and a lick or two of education. And when we get more jobs and more education, then up from slavery. But we had something before we left Africa, something more than rhythm. I mean, we had a high culture. Culture was so high that great artists in the world are still borrowing from it. Now here's a sculpture by an unknown African artist. And here's what Paul Klee took from him. Now here's a work by an unknown black African, and Pablo Picasso liked what he saw. Another African design, and Modigliani swiped it, or he was influenced by it, or whatever polite word you want to use. Another black African artist, and Picasso didn't change it very much. I mean, when you look at this copying, you got to give us a little more than rhythm. You got to give us style. Now, if you tell the history of slavery right, you got a big problem on your hands. The slave trader didn't take some savage out of Africa. He took a human being. He sold him like an animal and separated him from his family. America invented the cruelest slavery in the history of the world. It broke up black families. After slavery was over, America kept breaking up the black man's family. And that's some awful history to teach. Now, if you want to look history right straight in the eye, you're going to get a black eye. Because it isn't important whether a few black heroes got lost or stolen or strayed in America's history textbooks. What's important is why they got left out. Now, this country has got a psychological history. There was a master race, there was a slave race. And though there isn't any political slavery anymore, those same old attitudes have hung around. I mean, the burning part of Burn, Baby Burn is right here in this classroom. We want to thank Mrs. Lovely Billups and the whole gang here at the 4th grade for the brilliant and intelligent artwork that they've done here to make this whole broadcast sing. I want you guys to keep pretending that I'm not here. You're doing a great job, and just keep on drawing and reading and writing, doing what you have to do, because I'm going to talk about some other kids. Not you, Mary, John, and Bob. These are kids from other schools. Did you know in some states it used to be against the law to teach blacks to read or write? Nowadays we're getting these integrated schoolrooms, and most people think that if we get enough teaching and enough jobs, everything is going to take care of itself. But there is a scar of history running right through kids as young as these. It tears you up if you know how to look at drawings kids make, because kids shouldn't know much about history and anything about discrimination. I mean, nobody hates little black kids, but why do some of them cause so much trouble?
So look, right? Now I'm gonna ask you, have you ever paid attention to something that you drew on a piece of paper as a child? Like, have you ever thought that like a child could draw from their subconscious as a child?
Like that actual thought, like that process.
Without even knowing it.
No, I never thought of that process of the drawing and it coming from the subconscious.
So like for instance, let's say when a teacher say in art class, they be like, I want you to draw a person eating an apple, sitting in front of a tree, and right?
Oh yeah, I processed that at 10. I knew that I can make anything that comes to my mind.
Right.
Cause then I start thinking about everything I see around me. I see a TV, I see cars. All this had to come from somebody's brain. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all I gotta do is find out what it takes to make it then, cause it takes stuff to make things. So I can get it created, but I gotta figure out what it takes to make this creation that's inside my brain. But I always knew that I can make anything.
But what if I was to tell you that so the things that we went through, with being racially profiled, right? Those things actually made your subconscious, or I'm sorry, laid in your subconscious as a child without you even knowing. And literally, if I was to tell you like, hey, draw a black person, you would draw a tiny person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I say, hey, draw a white person, you'll draw a bigger person.
Right.
Without you knowing it, though. You get what I'm saying?
That's
As a child.
Yeah.
You feel me? And this is kind of what he's breaking down for real, like the symbolism in the inferiority complex that has been shunned on us. You know what I'm saying? So, right at it, he said this part. I'm gonna ask you something.
And if you ask black and white children to draw themselves, or trees, or houses, some strange things happen. We asked some ordinary white kids from ordinary families to make some drawings for us. Like, well, let's call him John. John's white, and we asked him to draw himself. This is John. This is his house, and this is his tree. Then we asked a black kid, let's call him Ralph, to do the same thing. This is Ralph's drawing of himself. This is his tree. Now, why should two kids of the same age draw so differently? Enter the expert. This is Dr. Emmanuel Hammer, psychiatrist specializing in children's therapy.
Well, let me illustrate it for you. Let's take these drawings. No matter what a child draws, he's really picturing himself. Ask a secure child to draw a tree, and he's likely to draw a bountiful, spreading tree. A black child drew this tree, cut off in its growth, stark, bare, ungratified. It works the same way with drawings of people. Normal children, average drawings. The mood is happy, the child feels capable, the drawings are complete, and the arms are developed to emphasize strength. These children were old enough to draw complete figures. The significant fact is what they left out. Arms, hands. A child may sense that a situation in life is so powerless that he himself is equivalent to an armless man. My own study reveals that armless people appear 3 times more frequently in the drawings by black children than those by white. The faceless beings suggest that these youngsters not only feel themselves to be less than they might be, they don't even feel themselves to be. The black child who is forced to live in a hostile world may disappear in self-defense. He drifts through life feeling like a shadow. He stops caring, and he stops trying. A child who has this on his mind cannot be a child. A child who has this on his mind could want to burn down cities when he gets older.
The whole confusion was summed up by a black 9-year-old in these 2 paintings. This is a 9-year-old boy draws a white man, Robin Hood maybe. And this is how the same boy draws himself. And this is the consequence of deformed history.
Now, tell me that you ain't never drew a picture of a person and didn't, like, or let me ask you this. So you don't remember making pictures without arms?
Hell yeah, I remember that shit. Yeah, I remember that.
Bro.
I might still draw a picture with no arms.
Yo, I think everybody did that before, bro.
Yeah, heck yeah. That's the truth, though. Just unconsciously. But in the trees, though, I think the picture with no arms really showed what he's trying to say. But because the trees and stuff, that's really what we see in our neighborhoods. That's how it fucking looks. So
Exactly.
That's what we see. But the arms really show how he feel. Yeah, I used to, feel powerless.
So, do you think that right now, if you was to test that experiment, it would be the same?
I think it depends where the kid at for real. Well, I guess that's what it is for real. Circumstances of the child. But they saying that with black children. So no, I don't think it'd be the same. I think the black children do way more better now. I don't think it'd be like that. I think it'd be more to it.
Right.
You might see trash though and stuff. Because it's still the same problems going on in these neighborhoods. You feel me? So I think it'd be better than what we just seen.
Right. So what do you think would possess a child as young as they are, which we're talking about 9 to 12 years old, right? As young as they are, what do you think could possibly possess children to feel like that? Like, you saw one of them was like, with a noose. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The dude, you feel me? And then stuff like this right here, when he's asked to draw himself, like, what would make a child at that age back then? think like that.
Based off of how they being treated, kids may not be getting treated like they have a say. You know how we grew up with our parents or our grandparents. You don't really have a say. You gotta do what is being said to you, and that's all it is. You getting asked with. It wasn't no conversation about, you had to do this because this is what we trying to do. I'm trying to show you how. It was none of that. This is what's gotta be done, and this is what it is. So, and if they black children, a lot of black children went through a lot of the same things across the country. So that's probably what made them feel like that. And some of these, in the depiction of where they live at, and it's looking crazy. That's how it would look where they at.
Yeah, you're right. Now that is a good point.
You feel me? That's how it look where they at. But this one, this is unexplainable right there. Like, he really feels like a monster. Like,
yeah.
You feel me? He probably feel like a monster. This probably was from like a 12-year-old, a 10-year-old that really got some thoughts and he could think about stuff. And he feel like he's disturbed. He want to hurt somebody. He's confused. So that's what makes these kids then enjoy this stuff, or makes the kids do this, because they really going through some stuff. That's why you gotta treat these kids like they're human, not like they're just kids. They got thoughts and they need to get developed properly so they can know the next steps to do. If we don't give them a voice and treat them like somewhat of an adult while they trying to become an adult, it's going to be a problem whenever they become an adult. And then now you tell them, oh, you an adult now, you got to do this. You didn't even groom them
to
to do these things.
So now, how about this, right? So how about those very same people? What is your take on this? Just give me your take on this, right? So those very same people that he showed in that video, what if I was to tell you that those very same people are our parents? Just think about it for a second.
I would say I can look at it like that for real, because they are, because we all going through the same thing, just in cycles.
Our parents went through that.
Yeah.
We weren't born as a son.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. That was our parents going through them times at those years. Yeah.
They made it through it, scarred, fucked up mentally. But guess what? We made it here because of them. They are like the ancient survivors, my nigga. You get what I'm saying? So like, I can only imagine how they felt going through it though. You feel me? Yeah. I mean, you ready for the next part of it?
Yeah, you ready, boy.
Sure?
Yeah.
Linda, close the curtains. Brian, lower the screen. Bonnie, lights, please.
In the past 50 years, 33,000 feature films have been made in the United States, and about 6,000 of them have had parts for black actors. For the most part, the black portraits have been drawn by white writers, white producers, and white directors for a white audience. Most black parts were the way white Americans wanted them to be. The black male was consistently shown as nobody, nothing. He had no qualities that could be admired by any man, or more particularly, any woman.
When the sun goes down, the tide goes down, we dark gather round and they all begin to shout, hey, hey, Uncle Dud did feed the...
White people didn't like to think much about them, sort of like a relative you got in a rest home. I mean, happy darkies, dancing and singing was all they wanted to hear about. Being good Christians, the whites out front liked to think the blacks out back were kind of happy. Uncle Tom's Cabin was one of the first movies made that tried to say anything about black people. Uncle Tom was changed a little.
Because what they do is, you see how they diminishing the character. So they wanted to, they worked on diminishing the character of black people so it can be okay to the masses that they treat us this way. Because you're not going to care nothing about something that don't care nothing about their self or is belittling their self. So they show us in images that we don't care about ourselves. They make the people think like they're beneath whatever it is. So then you can, it'd be okay for when they do that. Cause if they tell you you just lazy, you don't want to work, and they just kill each other for no reason, and then they depict that in some type of way, like with movies,
Yes.
with shows, not even with the real thing, and then they show you a little fake real stuff like the news. Yeah, they just got killed around here, this, that, and the third. Then that dictates the character that dictates the character of how you see that character by the masses. So that's what they did with this Uncle Tom cabinet and having black people do the little tap dancing and stuff. So you can look at them a certain way.
Okay, so it's still not up. I don't know what's going on. Did the Wi-Fi go off on it or something? Okay, it looks like it's about to come back in. Yeah, now it's so you have Uncle Tom's Cabin, and then you have Say Goodbye Uncle Tom, right? Mm-hmm. So they're both kind of similar, but Say Goodbye Uncle Tom is the movie that everybody needs to watch, right? Because like, so the new information that's floating around, I don't know if you know about it, right? Mm-hmm. But the new information that's going around is like, hey, we're not Africans. We were already here when we came to America. I mean, when they came to America and brought people from ships and stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm with that.
The problem in that is that we're ignoring a big red flag. It's not about if people was already here when they brought us here from ships and stuff, right? But it's also about what they did during the Say Goodbye Uncle Tom movie. Like, I'm talking about, could you imagine, just think about this, right? So imagine being on a ship, right? Over, I want to say 300 people, 300 slaves, right? And some of y'all are so tired of doing this that y'all jumping off of the ship. Y'all peeing on each other. Y'all taking a, dump right there. You get what I'm saying? Flies all around you. If you have any cuts or any illnesses, you probably gonna die eventually until you can get to see the doctor that they use, right? Running inside of the cabin, because they used to separate the men and the women. They used to run inside the cabins of the women and just rape all the black women, right? They used to take men who were disobedient to them and snip their balls. So if you go watch Tom
on the movie,
it's on it, yeah.
The freak.
Yeah, no, but like, it's not a movie.
It's a show. It's a documentary.
Yes.
It's crazy.
It's that real. It's that real. Like, and I think, honestly, you should watch it. I think everybody who has not ever watched it should watch it.
That's crazy. But you taking us out, or you had more you want to talk about on it? I think we hit what we needed to hit.
Yeah, no, we definitely hit.
I liked this for real. It was good for real. This the type of information I want to bring and talk about for real. It's the information that I like to see online for real. This is the information that's needed. We need more of this for real.
It's a little scary to talk about. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And when I say scary, I mean like, I feel like I'm waking the ancestors up and shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I swear, bro.
Yeah.
I swear, I feel like I'm waking the ancestors up. Like, I'm making them like they all around us right now or something. Though, you feel me?
They are. That's why I keep on telling everybody about, y'all gotta watch COINTELPRO. Not watch it, but study the COINTELPRO with J. Edgar Hoover. and what he put in play. You feel me? So the number one thing is messing up your character. Don't give nobody no reason to mess your character up. And just be real about who you are. Don't try to live by an image, because every image can get painted on. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just be you, live how you're supposed to live, but understand it's a time for everything. And don't let them play you against your brother that's doing right. Conversate with your brothers. Y'all conversate so y'all can get down to the bottom of things, because they'll play each other against each other. It's a lot going on. But right now, I just want to focus on the character piece. They will mess your character up. That's what they did to him before they decided to hit him with a move.
Yeah.
Because this been out. So if this been out, they been on his ass. They been wanting him.
Absolutely.
So by the time we got up, we never seen this, and then they put out the rumor that Bill Cosby don't like black people and shit. You ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah, he don't fuck with black people. He wish he wasn't black. It was an interview he had. And I guess he was just speaking the truth of what needed to be done, and they niggas acting like niggas or some shit for real. Mm-hmm. But they put a rumor out that he don't really fuck with his people. Oh no. If you don't you shouldn't even answer that shit.
No. I'm listening to you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But yeah, though, Bill Cosby ass. They've been on Bill Cosby ass though,
Absolutely.
bro. They've been on Bill Cosby ass. So now I know that they messed his character up on purpose. So when they decided to do that thing, for us them women and stuff, you wouldn't care, because he don't mess with black people anyways. You gotta do your research and stuff for real about what he said about his own people and why people didn't really care about what was happening to him. If you really see, black people ain't really cared. They cared, but they ain't cared.
Yeah, because see, the thing is,
mess his character up.
You can't care about somebody if you're not put in a position or mind state to understand who they are.
Right.
They looked at him like a celebrity. He was not a celebrity. He was a public activist. He was a public figure for black people. We never knew that. You feel me? Because they kept erasing history.
Yeah. And it's like, it's up to us. This is our duty now to keep this intact for real. And who I'm with and what we doing, this is our mission to do it. Tendea Family, Lakewood Outreach Community Center, Channels of Change, East Miami Main Street. Y'all go follow them on Instagram. Piece of Cantlow TBT. We are using our knowledge of media and how to structure what we need to structure to get this stuff out here. So we using our knowledge of building what you see right now, streaming on all platforms, and we choosing to use it for the Lord's work. Rather it's through reactions, rather it's through music, rather it's through vlogs, rather it's through blogs. So this what you see right here is what you're gonna continue getting. And so yeah, man, let's eat up the information. Let's gain power off the knowledge. Go ahead and read, do your own research, cause this is what we gotta do, y'all.
Yes, sir. It's your boy AP Reds, TBT AP Reds, to better times, and I mean, I couldn't have said it better though. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I love y'all. Thank you for the support, man.
Yes, sir. TBT to better times. Go follow Wax Scrum. Go follow TBT Reds, the plug, right?
The plug.
TBT AP Reds, the plug, right?
AP the plug.
AP the plug on YouTube.
Yeah.
TBT Reds on Twitch.
All that good stuff.
TBT Larry Cantlow on Twitch. TBT, well, it's Piece of Cantlow on Twitch, but TBT, I guess you could say TBT on everything, right?
Yeah.
It's still gonna pop up.
Yep.
To better times, we working, y'all.